Hello and welcome back to the couch. We saved you a seat. My name is Luke.
And I'm Emily. Welcome back for another episode. A Court of Thorns and Roses. We're covering chapters 32 through 34.
Yes, and if you've joined us before, you know I've never read this book. This one right here is the Smut Oracle. Those books behind her are real. It's not a backdrop. She is in her she shed right now. If you'd like to follow along, you can use the link in the description of this video. It'll take you to Amazon. If you buy the book, it supports the channel. If you buy anything else, it supports the channel. Support the channel. You can also join the membership. It's $2 a month. It doesn't equate to anything, so it's really just nice of you to do so. But otherwise, let's jump into it. There was a full-on anime-sized lore dump. And you don't know this, do you? Do you know about this anime trope?
No.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, so yeah. Usually when you follow anime, the main character is either so into the story that you get lore dumped, or characters like Harry Potter and you get lore dumped at one point. Right there. All your questions, or most of your questions, are answered in that moment. And it usually is in the first season of the anime. It happens quite a lot, actually. It's a pretty standard trope. It happened here. It was a doozy, wasn't it?
And wait, your big prediction that we were going to find Alice and she was going to tell us some shit. Look at you, Luke. Were you reading ahead, or were you just that good?
No, I was trying to think of like how she was going to come about the information without. It was either that or she get captured. So it was actually just a
two for two, well, my friend.
Well, to accomplish the goal of what she was going to find out next, right? And I'm thoroughly happy that this happened. I was kind of done with this, and of course you have this mansion, it's ransacked. You're gonna have to, some questions are gonna have to be answered, right? Yeah. We're gonna have to, as the audience, we can't be left in the dust anymore. We can't be left behind.
Right.
So let's see if we can break it down a little bit about how this sort of goes. So Amaranthia, she is the devil. Basically,
red hair, Hellcat, just
every ex-girlfriend of all time. Yeah.
For some of us.
For all of us, I think. For all of us. Okay. For all of us have that person. I promise you, doesn't come in this form. But we all do, unfortunately. Anywho, the lore dump is crazy. You find out that, okay, she has to like actually love Tamlin. Mm-hmm. According to Alice, that might be a slight swerve as well. You find out that Amaranthia is an absolute weapon. Took over almost all of Prythian in the span of a couple of weeks. Put the clamp down,
but not by force, by cunning.
Yeah, right. She's just that much more of a bright person.
She's a trickster.
Right. And the moment she kind of took hold, she started to plan her attack on Hybern, which is what we had predicted. What I had predicted before was like the person at Hybern is the ultimate evil. This chick is the precursor.
The mini boss.
Right. It's the in raid. She's the in-game raid boss for this expansion. Mm-hmm. She's pretty fascinating character, but when we're in the house has no bodies. I find that to be interesting. They don't explain why there are no bodies yet. There was some struggle, but you find out that, Lucian and Tamlin like walked out of the dining room of their own accord, maybe. I love that she was using her own, like, oh, I've hunted before, so I can kind of scout out what's happening.
I can just track it and see what's happening. Yeah.
Right. I thought that was kind of really cool. But yeah, going back to the lore dump. So there was this treaty. Amaranthia used to work for the king Hybern. Mm-hmm. Now she's the king of the queen of
my queen of Prythian, and she doesn't like Tamlin, or she's obsessed with him. She wants to be with him. Yeah.
And it's so interesting that she doesn't forget. She holds grudges forever.
Oh yeah, she's a grudge holder for
Right.
sure. To the point where let's talk about Jurian. So there's a dude named Jurian. He was like the head of the army, the human army.
Formidable. They mention how formidable he is. He's brilliant. Yeah.
Head of the army fighting war for the humans. He gets with Amarantha's sister, Clythia. I know. But that is her name in the book. And he seduces her, basically, convinces her that he's in love with her. And then, bad news bears. So betrays her, bad things happen, all this stuff. So Amarantha is like, cool, I'm just going to kill you, but not kill you. I'm going to keep your soul inside an eyeball ring, so that you have to like be conscious and see everything that I do that's kind of pretty fucked up. Yeah. So she's got like his finger bone around her neck, and then his eyeball on her ring, and that's kind of a big reveal.
It's fascinating. It's fascinating. It's kind of cool, actually, to be frank with you. And then you find out what the blight actually is. The blight is actually her.
She is the blight.
She's the blight. And then you also find out why they all lied to our girl, Feyre.
They had to.
Because if she knew, right, it was never going to happen. It
was a curse. All she had to do was say,
I love you, and mean it. She had to mean it too, which, whatever.
She meant it. She did mean it, but she didn't say it.
No, but that's part of the curse. Like, it can't just be like, she can't fib it. So the thing, all right, like, it now feels like all the things Tamlin did were a play.
Oh yeah, is that what you think?
It feels like it. A little. It just feels like it. It feels like, oh, there was an ends that justified the means here. I didn't get the sense at any point, it's narratively, okay? Narratively, him sending her off to save the court, or her to save her over the court of the rest of the Spring Court, it's supposed to, for us, supposed to mean, oh, he did actually love her because he cared more for her than the rest of his kingdom. Okay. I get it, but still, it still feels so reflective, and I'm just like, all right, I don't know. Anyway, that's my point of view. I understand the point, but it just feels like a play. It feels like, I'm also watching an anime right now. It's called May I Ask You One Final Thing. It's very new, and it's about a young woman who is betrothed to the second prince of a kingdom, and she is an absolute badass, and the second prince is not an absolute bad. He's a jerk. He's the worst, right? And through the first episode, she gets out of his clutches for whatever reason, and then she uses magic and brass knuckles to beat the shit out of everyone in the court. And they come to find out they're all slave owners, which is illegal in their land. Oh. So she's throwing hands the entire time and just beating the dog shit out of these people, these like royals or whatever. And then the prince, the high prince, shows up and like saves her, and they become together. But throughout the entire first 6 episodes, which I watch all of, anyway, it seems like he's tricking her the entire time. Alert. It feels like he's tricking her the entire time. So, and that's not even unintentional. I think it's intentional. Anyway, it feels like Tamlin's tricking her here to get her to do the thing. And my main reason is because of all of the soldiers that he sent to die in the forest. Because Alice, of course, said, they did it intentionally. They were willing. They were willing bodies.
Right. Because they needed... The only way to break the curse was for a human to kill a fairy and with hatred in their heart.
Yes.
Then for him to fall in love with, and the human girl to fall in love with him as well, and mean it. So the soldiers were sent across the wall to attempt to basically be like lambs to slaughter, to be killed, and it never worked out, that they were killed by a human girl that was age appropriate.
Right. It was a pretty convoluted trick that old girl pulled on our man Timmy Tam. But the thing about it is, she didn't hate the wolf.
No, she thought it was she has the thought where she's like, oh, it's a kind of a big ass wolf. What if it's a fairy?
Right.
Because they're known to do things like that. And she consciously was like, you know what, fuck them fairies, and killed it anyway.
Right. And it all circles back to why our boy stood there and took the arrow, and why there were rumors of other wolves deep into the woods. But once again, I don't know, like that part of the curse to me isn't all that fulfilled personally, because I'm like, well, did she hate fairies at that moment, or was she just frightened? I don't know. That's just me.
Yeah, I feel like they try to like belabor the point when she first gets to the mansion, and he's like, oh, because you hate us so much. Like, they try to really belabor how much she hates them. And then, like, whenever she finally starts to not hate them anymore, it's kind of she makes a big to-do of, like, I don't hate them.
Yeah, I guess. Okay. I don't know. That's just me.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it is maybe the first point where you're like, oh, yes, we are suspending disbelief. Got it.
Right. She did hate them, sure. She wasn't just trying to save a doe from being murdered by a wolf where her family was starving.
Yeah.
She was, hey, maybe this is a fairy, maybe this isn't, but whatever, it's got to die regardless. And I'm going to use an ash arrow just to be sure. Like, that's the way it read to me. So anyway, I've been wrong before. But you get, I mean, just there's so, like, the 49 years, the 7 years of 7 years or whatever that was being said, which I thought was kind of a cool little thing. I don't know if that represents anything.
There's 7 High Lords.
Oh, there you go. You find out
I
that,
don't know if that's why they don't really say any different, but it's 7 of 7. And so after the 49th year, he got to come live under the mountain.
Tamlin's father is a true bastard, which sucks. You know.
We always knew he was, like, not a good dude. And that's why he has some trauma. Tammy Tram. So, but so basically what we find out, we're told, but you actually kind of like see it later, is that basically she's like kidnapped all these people and made them live under the mountain. So, like, pretty much all of the courts are with her. At least, like, the High Lords and, like, the kind of Esmer Mountain. So whenever Rhysand was like, I'll tell your mom you said hey.
Right.
It's not like I'm gonna go hang out and go, like, see your mom. It was like, I'm literally gonna see your mom in, like, 10 minutes when I go back to under the mountain.
Yeah. Well, and that was a good chapter, and I'm glad it happened. It needed to happen, because all of that sort of lore dump, I'm sure we missed a few things, to be honest with you. It was a lot that happened. I don't necessarily remember all of it, to be honest with you, but we do get the next chapter, which I think is equally as important. You get the 3 rules from Alice,
and
then you get Alice essentially saying, you're going to go to your death. This is how this is going to go to you.
She's convinced, like, the whole time. She's like, I mean, okay, I'll take you, but you're going to die.
But
that's fine.
What were the 3 rules by Alice?
Don't drink the wine. It's not like what we had at the solstice. It will do more harm than good. Don't make deals with anyone unless your life depends on it. And even then, consider whether it's worth it. And most of all, don't trust a soul in there, not even your Tamlin. Your senses are your greatest enemies. They will be waiting to betray you.
Yeah. Yeah. And she immediately
don't be drinking that wine, biatch. Also, don't make any bargains, and don't trust anyone.
There's also a part of it that there's a part of the spell they can't tell her.
Yes, something else that she just can't. She's still bound and can't say.
Right. Then Miss Alice takes our dude, our Feyre, over to some random cave, and she walks into the Cave of Death.
It's like a fast track. You're going fast track to Under the Mountain.
It's a shortcut. And after walking for what seems like forever, she gets caught, which stakes.
By the adder.
By the adder, which is the thing that she just didn't want to do at all.
Mm-hmm.
And then we get probably one of the coolest scenes in the book so far. I think it's maybe my favorite scene is the confrontation, the
showdown.
It's the first, like, it's since the 4th chapter we've had something that's got this kind of, and so I really enjoy it. And I love the way they explain Amarantha.
Mm-hmm.
She's not a 10, but she is conventionally attractive. But there's something about her that's scary as fuck. And I was trying to think of like a person who's like that I can think of off the top of my head. But if you remember like the first 3 or 4 seasons of Charmed, the oldest sister, I can't remember the actress's name, but the oldest sister had that kind of look about her where it was just like, oh, you're a little scary. God, what's her name? Anyway, somebody will tell me in the comments. But that whole conversation being conniving, it still was less scary than Reese's conversation.
Mm-hmm.
For whatever reason, Reese's conversation seemed like he was a little bit more in the know-how. She was almost playful. He was more frightening to me. Does that seem? Can you echo those sentiments, or am I missing it?
Yes, I think it's for a purpose.
Oh,
I think that Reese was Reese is like the big bad guy.
Oh,
like he's the one that's supposed to be like, he's scary. He's the one that can break your mind and all this other stuff. So I think like he was meant to intimidate and rile up some folks. But Amarantha's like, I see it like almost like a circus type. She's just like, oh, welcome to my circus. Like she's running the show.
Mm-hmm.
So she's thrilled to get the audience. She's like,
the host.
How lovely. I love this.
Yeah.
Welcome. Let me tell you some stuff.
And you're right, because Feyre says, oh, she's bored. She's going to get bored of what I'm talking to her about. But I'll say,
like, Amarantha's literally doing it for the plot.
Yeah, but I'm saying Reese is at least slightly intimidated by Tamlin. Like there's a way to posture. Like there's a reason to posture because Tamlin is there. This chick does not give a damn. She does not give a fuck. She's having a good time and a great time doing it.
Well, because she's already bested the 7 High Lords. She has all of their powers.
Yeah, she's a dog. We get it.
Like she has all of their powers. So if you can like do that to 7 High Lords, yeah, you're gonna walk around peacocking. You're gonna be like, I'm gonna do whatever I want.
And she does.
Yeah,
it's kind of awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, we find the Feyre immediately bargains, immediately breaks 2 of her 3 rules, and then is
I mean, okay, so like she sees Tamlin. Tamlin's like,
yeah.
And then you find out Claire. We found Claire.
Oh, her body was burst open and it's on the back wall. Yeah.
We found Claire. So when she gave Claire,
they said she was crucified, right? She was crucified on Ashwood.
It's bad. It was bad.
Yeah. It's horrific.
Bad. So when she gave Reese Claire Better's name, that's what happened to Claire. And so Amarantha tortured Claire in front of the entire court. And the whole time Claire's like, I don't know this man. I've never killed anything in my life.
I have no idea what you're talking about. My favorite part is like her fingers were bent backwards. Like it was very clear that she had been tortured. And Amarantha's like, yeah. Maria's like, guess she was telling the truth.
I guess she didn't. I guess she hadn't met you before. Man.
Damn.
Crazy.
That was a cool day. It was a cool day at work, though. I love that day. That was a cool day at work. I loved hearing the scream.
Yeah.
God, that was kind of funny. I'm sorry. I thought that was funny. It's not supposed to be funny.
I know. It's supposed to be funny. Like terrifying. But I mean, again, I think you bring up the fact that you've brought up a few times. It's like, yeah, they're immortal. They have nothing to do. And they've been trapped under the mountain waiting 49 years. I mean, that's like, we're in our 30s, okay? So she's been waiting for Tamlin to not be able to accomplish this for longer than we've been alive.
It's so funny. She gives him so much time to try to, and he tries for a couple of years, like, fuck it, it's never going to work out. And then he gets
desperate. Then he does nothing. He just like chills.
The Immortals are weird.
Procrastinator, man. Like right up to the end. He's like, we're in our final year. Maybe I should send out another person. Just maybe try. Give the old college try here the last year.
He's got ADHD for sure.
Nothing motivates me like a deadline, so I get it, Tammy, too.
Absolutely. I'm going to get on that shit. And so anyway, we have these 3 trials. It's so funny. It's like every new moon, you get a new trial. Which brings me to my next point.
Are you aware that tonight is a full moon?
Yeah, it was beautiful out. Yeah, I could see it through the tree line, through the trees and all the light pollution in the city. It was awesome.
As I was reading it, I was like, oh yeah, I forgot they do it on the full moon. And what luck. We're going to film this on the full moon.
It's so interesting that she was like, oh, you're going to get tortured for 27 straight days. And then you have to do something that's going to be unbelievably difficult.
Well, she's not going to get tortured. She doesn't necessarily say what she's going to have to do, but she basically is like, you're going to have to like do whatever I want you to do and earn your keep.
Yeah, ugly stepsister bullshit. Yeah, I get it. I should have said that. But basically Cinderella shit.
It really is. But here's one of my favorite things that she says. Because she's basically saying like, okay, do we have a deal or do we not have a deal? And she's trying to figure out, whatever. She says, okay, well, Amarantha had tricked them all, but I hadn't survived poverty and years in the woods for nothing. My best chance lay in revealing nothing about myself or what I knew. What was her court but another forest, another hunting ground? And I'm like, hells yeah, Feyre.
That's the only way to deal with it. That's how the Navy SEALs dealt with it. So, seriously, that's how like people did. They're just like, you know what? These people don't know me. I kind of love that actually. Thank you for bringing it up because I would not have. Yeah, but no. It's like, oh right, you have to do shit for 27 days and then on the 28th day. I have this funny feeling, by the way. I'm getting the sense that our girl Amarantha doesn't like sunlight.
Oh, I mean, she got some like
under the mountain,
white skin,
and she planned on doing things. Right, she planned on doing things on the new moon or the full moon. Mm-hmm. I'm like, oh, this chick doesn't like sunlight. Like that's exactly what I thought. So I could be. That's another sort of stealth prediction. Oh boy, is making here, but maybe not. That's why she's underneath the mountain and not in a secret castle. Ooh, speaking of secret castle, I love how they illustrate the inside of this cavern. That they go through doors or they go through doorways that are larger than the manor. And the giant chandeliers are massive that show on the ruby red floor, and they can see murals on the wall that represent high fae awesome shit. It was so, like I immediately thought of the caverns in Lord of the Rings underneath the mountain. Very
the Mines of Moria or whatever.
Yeah. The very, very cool.
Yeah.
But that's where we've gone so far. So yeah, those are my 2 kind of new predictions here. Is that Amarantha doesn't like the sun. As a matter of fact, I like Amarantha a lot.
Yeah?
I think she's fun.
She is kind of a blast.
She's like a good time. Like, she's vicious. She doesn't she doesn't forgive us. She doesn't forgive anything and doesn't forget anything. So she kind of reminds us of Nesta. Little. I do like that. Speaking of Nesta, Feyre told Alice to go seek out Nesta. I thought that was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's a cool moment. There's a bunch of times now in the story where Feyre has done heroic things, where she maybe probably doesn't see them as heroic, but they are very heroic.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's cool. The fact that she doesn't notice them as being heroic is what I mean. She is the protagonist. Yeah. I get it, but
no, she's a real badass.
I'm excited to see what her trials are going to be after now that she's gotten her ass beat. Because she can only outwit these people, so it's not going to be like.
I mean, they literally let her keep all of her weapons.
Yeah, they are not afraid of this chick.
No, they're like, okay, well, we're faster than you. We can do all the things.
We are awesome.
She a little bit Amarantha. A little bit reminds me of a Bellatrix type character. She's a little crazy. Not quite as mad as a full-on Bellatrix, but that kind of beautiful but crazy kind of thing.
Yeah.
I see that. I'm trying to think of who else. I'll have to put some thought into it, because Amarantha reminds me of a character from something else. But I can't put my mind to it right.
It's a femme fatale thing. I mean, she is full on. She's and she's not even the most evil thing in the story. I still think that Rhys is the most evil thing that we've seen in the story. And so we don't know where Rhys is from. We know where she's from now. She's from this other island. But we don't know where Rhys is from. So it's interesting.
We do, though.
Does he say it? Oh, did they say the Winter Court? He says, "Oh, no. That's the thing from the Winter Court."
No. The Winter Court's where all of the babies were murdered.
Okay, then it's from the Night Court is where that.
Rhys is the High Lord of the Night Court.
Mm.
The tip top. So if you're looking at your map, Spring was at the bottom near the human lands, and the Night Court's at the very top.
Right. Yeah, I'm interested. I'm really interested in how this goes. I'll be interested to see if Tamlin's mom plays a part in the rest of the story.
They're dead.
Oh, I thought, okay, so I misheard you, because I thought, I'm going to go see your mother, as if she's hanging out inside.
Lucian's mom. Well, maybe
Lucian's mommy comes and helps.
Autumn Court.
Maybe Lucian's mommy comes and helps. We don't.
But
know.
Also, I can't believe you haven't brought up your boy Lush. We now know that Amarantha took his eye.
Yeah, with her finger.
With her fingernail.
Which is kind of hilarious. I can't think of a worse way to lose an eye. Perfect. Is there a worse way to lose an eye? With a spoon, maybe?
I've ever read Butcher and Blackbird, because there's a lot of eyeball removal things.
I'm so anti-eyeball. I'm so anti-eyeball. It's crazy. I wouldn't touch my eyeball.
Yeah, you won't. You shouldn't be able to read that. In Butcher and Blackbird by Bren Weaver, it's kind of like Dexter, but a romance novel, a smutty romance novel. So it's a serial killer who only kills serial killers meets another serial killer who only kills serial killers, and they have a meet cute because they show up to kill the same person.
I kind of like that.
It's really cute. It's fun. It's hilarious, actually.
That's really fun.
It is truly funny. It's a good book. But she, kind of her thing, the female serial killer, her signature is that she removes their eyeballs. And then leaves them in almost like an arts and craft little mosaic situation.
I like that.
Yeah.
Also, speaking of arts and crafts, I like that Feyre continues to describe things if she or she could not paint it.
Oh, right. She's like, oh, I can't paint Amarantha. I would like be cursed. It's not.
I couldn't do that. I don't have the balls.
Too evil. I'm not going to do that. And then she's like, I always think it's interesting because like she never saw the adder in real life. She just painted what she thought he would look like based on like the creepy voice and what she was told. And then she sees the adder and she's like, damn, dead on.
Yeah, I was right.
I was right. That is what he looks like.
I like how she's like, I had to go through a cave and I had to suck it in when I moved through the crack. It's like, you got rich food. You got rich person food coming down a gullet now, huh? You ain't got to hunt for your own food. Anyway.
Okay. Those days are gone.
Those days are gone. Yeah. I don't think we've got any more to add. This is kind of a short section. We've only got 3 sections to go. Once again, if you want to follow along, link in the description. And if you would like to join the membership, you can. Also, the description. Yeah, description. If you want to subscribe, you can.
Like and subscribe.
And we would love to have you.
Next video is chapters 35 through 38.
Yes. And so we're going to really see some shit pop down. Because it says that there's, 11 chapters left. But there ain't that many pages. There's only like 100... They're only like 130 pages, so there's not that many pages left. We're almost done with this book. Then we're going to get to move on to A Court of Roses and Thorns, or whatever the next one is called.
Mist and Fury, baby. Mist and Fury.
Mist and Fury.
Mist and Fury. Here we go.
Oh, we froze. Now we go.
It's fun.
I like that. No.
Yeah.
I actually just ordered my next Murderbot novel. Actually, both of them, because they're novellas, and I've been doing, and these next 2 are novels. So they're like actual full-on things. So I've got to figure out how to do what I've been doing for these. But thank you for staying this long if you did. And I think I'm finished here. So until next time, later taters.
Bye.